Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But... Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Solidify!
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
My flame has been extinguished.
Gather!
There can be no excuse for defeat.
Solidify! Stabilize!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Solidify!
Where did I go wrong?
Stabilize!
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
No rest for the wicked. Gather! This is order. As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Verdict is...
Stabilize! Order guide you.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Gather! Solidify! Retribution!
Wind blade! Disappear! Wind blade! Wind blade! Wind blade. Disappear!
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. Every journey.
your dues. Stabilize.
I see everything.
I summon thee!
Ha! 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 Burn! Solidify! I will have order!
How's... Manthus...
Stabilize!
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Regretful.
Verdict
Gather!
Take
Law of the jungle!
the Temple of Wisdom.
Order guide you!
I see everything.
Where do you think you're going? Ha!
Everyone hold hands.
I'll be back. Ha! Ha! No rest for the... Ha! 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 Yeah! Yeah!
Take!
Fucha!
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where... Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Solidify!
I summon thee!
Ha! Ha!
Verdict is...
I will have order!
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to... Liyue's tourist spots. I haven't... Osmanthus wine.
I created another universe.
Few references. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. Those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while.
Since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little. Make yourselves at home.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Solidify!
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces! And he didn't? Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha. Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets the challenge... Anyway, just to be on the safe side... Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to... Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look...
Let's get down to business.
Gather! No rest.
Finally, No.
I wonder who this gift could be from.
Solidify!
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Kazuha keeps to himself.
Oh, so...
I've heard bits and Is it really as big a... Really? He was called away. I thought they'd come to arrest...
Just a little while ago, thank you! Guess what?
All right, then.
Now that we're here, let's make the most of
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large... The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed? In short, but there came a time when some of these blades... We later learned that the whole... Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, in the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently...
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But...
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements...
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say. To ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaedahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedahara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaedahara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been received. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Songo would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an...
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had...
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up. If anyone had been out there attacking people...
Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe few people possess your prowess in battle. I am well aware of your talents. There is no... It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make.
You flatter me. Truth be...
You are my... Oh, let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, one of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a...
Amenoma?
Right. You two grown men going I recalled this because...
Understood. Though it seems highly unlikely to...
Sure! Can't hurt! We never know what we might find out of...
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start...
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Okay.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes. The Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden, the techniques of blade making, unfortunately a series of events...
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. As an example, there is nothing As for the art of the...
That's right. For only a blade thus far...
Indeed. Most samurai choose that. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. We hope to assist with the
Ah, yes. My nephew. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike, but I've done what I can so far.
We heard that there was a...
Yes. I believe he went to collect the item. Yes. Strange. If I had to guess, he's never been part... He is
Truth be told, based on the evidence we have...
What? No, he is humble and kind. Yes, but with that said, I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh.
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Had I not indulged, and the next thing I heard...
I see. I understand. Ame no Yuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home, now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our... Even though I'm still a little mad at him, as long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation... Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
That is the most likely conclusion based on everything we know. However, in this case, only if this is indeed what... One fact, Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also... The more I ponder it... Right. Although the time frame seems to broad... Ame no Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker. Namely, that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented...
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence. Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami, indeed. But this unexpected spring, we should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatar, judging from the concentration.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang.
It could well be that he was all. From what I've been told, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out.
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this. Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around. From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly. Quite possibly. Let's search the area. Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Order guide you.
Hey! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff! What is it?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look. According to this letter, a conflict arose because Ame no Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse, and
So...
he was not only more... Whatever traces there may have been... Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Ame no Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately...
Right! So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be surprised. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of all the clues that I have a hypothesis.
Wait! You figured it out? So these two cases are...
I believe so. But it's something of an outlet. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin de Ver...
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about...
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time. Show yourself!
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before! What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against
Indeed, there should be no... But what if instead of facing Ame no Mayuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it... Whoa!
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Mayuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. He was a bladesmith, and sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So... swords?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long... I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power. The might of Ishin art!
Ah, so Ame no Mayuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take... After I returned to at long last, I'm a Kaedehara. Now, give your body over to me! Join me and sever that divine light!
It's fine. The wind knows me.
Submit to me! Gather!
Wind strike!
Shall rewrite history! Rewrite history!
Clouds high. The birds come!
Join me and sever that divine light! Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will. The end result is the same! I will end this wretch's life before you can— And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movement,
Really? You could...
as I've mentioned, since the blade is if you ask me...
Are you trying to claim that on his deathbed, he passed to me in that regard? Why?
Because all of that, I've been wondering, now that I've seen inside... After all the time...
Oh, that...
Only when Mr. Naga... Well, that you were determined. I think you realized but the way I see it...
What would you know about any of this?
You returned even if you were to sever that divine light. Is this truly the outcome that your maker would have Sure, you inherit. How could you possibly...
Silence! I must achieve my goal. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face
Easy for you to say. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not...
How stubbornly you stick to your... I do not believe for a...
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will once we have dealt with...
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your...
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way. The cursed blade's strength, the power of the Tatarigami.
But...
Even if things... We have a chance here to save an innocent victim.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful... Now.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if a blade built for... If he wants to avoid...
Wait a minute! Since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned...
What
about...
The blade says he'll let...
Are we sure this... Okay, fine.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Barry. It's my lucky day.
As one with wind and cloud. That hurts!
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he...
Something else?
How strange. Let's keep going. Wind Strider!
Let's get down to business.
Wind Strider!
My blade! Say no more! Finally, let's get down to business.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
To the ferry! To the ferry! To the ferry!
Wind Strider!
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is he cannot hold out much.
But what would that do?
I will be careful with it. He's still trying to achieve.
That hurts!
Wind Strider! Into the wind!
Are you okay? It looked like you were really...
Yes. And it looks...
The Shane's grown...
Perhaps this time?
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk!
If you choose to continue in this, maybe you did truly. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I've finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be a... But regrettably, we are not the only one who...
Huh?
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming? Yup! We can...
Don't worry. It's just more of the same. One with nature.
Very...
Into the wind.
This will end you! Like this.
You fought way...
You are a true Kaedehara. No one knew anything. I thought that if I could...
But in this too...
Indeed. Too much time has passed. Yours is...
Actually, forging and this blade has skill. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to Tarigami is a... Though you tried to I resisted it. I feel a great sense. The moment you embark, you have known this.
He gave me... How could I... I said to him...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has not... When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly. A newly forged blade lay by.
Wow.
Indeed. He spent the rest of his... He felt intent, so he instructed all he wanted to...
So that what... After...
Right. This blade has... Yes. Time would not wait. He seems to have calmed...
When I look back, I once told him that I would pay for darkness. Not only did I fail to fulfill his...
You are finally seeing reality.
Since we agreed, but I still can... So...
Hey! Now...
It has to be done. My physical form...
His attitude has... What do you think, Kazuha? Should we...
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my mate... Alas, nor have I... My fights were you.
Oh?
I will release... You must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the step.
I see. He used my body to I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some... If a duel can help to set this state, I do not wish to be a mere victim.
There's no need...
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move. More Ronin could appear. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art. Kaedehara.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
That hurt! One with nature. Into the wind. That hurt! The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Thank you for the experience, although he appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's his sense of
You also fought well. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you.
You need not seek my forgiveness. It is too late.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I strayed I beseech you. Please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the...
Thank you, successor of
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Aminoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Osmanthus whined.
Oh, it's Yuya!
I am sorry to have troubled.
A prized Ishi... But I have some good...
Really?
Yes. Badly wounded, but he will... And now that Yuya is back, it seems...
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of...
What? No way!
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body. I have decided... Thank you. I will... Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why his consciousness will disappear.
Kagotsurube Ishi. It seems like only in the fight.
Seems like he...
The same fervent ambition that gave... Speaking for myself, I understand. Hearing his wish, your quest to face the god. After everything I've...
Oh.
I will continue to support you from the...
Wait!
Oh. And it's also time...
The Tenryou Commission...
Wow, you...
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets, and so it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more.
I see.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for... Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled...
You misunderstand. That was...
I am aware, but I...
Very well. However, if you...
Great.
Where will you travel?
I'll probably... As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions. Like, about these descenders. And as for your sister...
Stabilize!
I summon thee!
Everyone hold hands!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin de Ver...
Solidified! I will have order!
Mine's a command. I see everything. Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge. Not now.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Hey! Make yourselves at home.
Gather! I will have order!
With sword from shadow. Don't blink!
The night is cold.
Stabilize!
I see everything. Mine to command. Incoming. Ah! Hey! Sharing my knowledge.
This is order!
Nowhere to hide.
Everyone hold hands. Oh no.
Don't blink.
Solidify!
Make yourselves at home.
Order guide you!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
My guiding star.
Stabilize.
Stance. Hey. The Temple of Wisdom. Don't be scared.
This is order. Solidify.
I see everything. Oh, line to command.
Order guide you.
Hey! Sharing my knowledge.
Stabilize. This is order.
Oh, line to command.
Gather.
Not now. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Order guide you. Solidify. Gather. This is order.
Don't be scared. Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. My guiding stars.
Solidify.
Hold. Mine to command.
I will have order.
The night is cold. Stars, shine for me. Carry my knowledge.
Stabilize.
Not now.
This is order.
My guiding stars.
Gather.
Stars, shine for me. Not now.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Guiding stars. The night is cold.
Stabilize! Midnight Phantasmagoria. No rest for the wicked. Solidify! I will have order!
Hey! I summon thee!
Add Astra.